Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Bismillah wa kafa wa salatu wassalamu ala Nabiyyil Mustafa. So this is chapter 7. Can you see can you see? Or you cannot see? Oh, okay. So I forgot to share. So this is our chapter 7. It is actually short. I will make it short and briefly. It's talk about ethics, values, and science. I was telling myself why we need to study the ethics and values. I'm almost want to escape it, but I see it is very important to us. Important to us as teachers, as students, as people who are working in the science fields. It's very important to have an ethics and values when you are dealing with science. So what is our objectives at this chapter? So at the end of this chapter, we hope you can explain the definition of ethics and values and analyze current issues related to ethics and values. Maybe we take it in some activities during this session. Now, ethics and values is related to human beings. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created human beings as social beings. That means he cannot live alone and he cannot live without moral. Okay, science and technology are the result of human activities that are inseparable from ethic and issues. Ethical issues are often the topic of debate between scientists and religious groups. Now, even now, the scientists are going to invent the vaccine, and they've been attacked by different groups of people, religious people and ethical people. What is vaccine is going to change our identity, going to change our genetics, so and so. Either we believe or not, it's still a debate between religious groups and scientists. So ethics, moral, and ethics principle. Value is the degree. What is the value? Is the degree. It is the quality, the standard or nature of being in high ethic or in high level as a human being. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala create you as a higher level compared to other creatures. And this should differentiate between human beings and animals or other creations. So without ethics and values as the basis of the development of science and technology, humanity will be threatened. Humans will act as machines or functions as if animate equipments characterized by speed, efficiency, intelligence, non-stop, and so on. So we'll talk about human being without values, how they looks like. The issues of humanity concern justice, universality, warmth, well-being are rejected because they do not exist in the material world without spirit or consciousness. Okay, what is the definition of ethics? From Greek, so we took definitions of ethics from Greek. It is ethikos or moral. Moral questions related to right or wrong, true or not. Ethics and values in Islam are related also to good or bad. Ethics and values is based on religion are absolute and unchanging. So if we talk about religion, especially in Islam, we have three components, which is faith, which is unchangeable, akhlaq, which is moral, it is unchangeable, and ibadat, the worshipings, it is unchangeable also, but the details can be discussed. Okay, if it depends on the individual, it is relative and variable. Ethics and values a matter of purpose, whether to show off, repels, exalt oneself to the excess of denying the existence of God or vice versa. Okay, what is the main questions of Islamic morals? Human status as a servant of Allah and Khalif seeking the pleasure of God. So this is if we achieve our purpose at this life, at this worldly life, we will live happy. Okay, know why you exist at this life. First of all, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Inni ja'ilun fil ardi khalifa. I'm going to create a representative of me at the earth. Representative Khalifa is the one who developed, the one who controlled, the one who ruled. So this is the first purpose. The second purpose is to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I didn't create humans and jinn except to worship me. So what are the benefits and the unbenefits, the disadvantages? These are questions need to be answered by us. Reflect about it. What is the criteria for major good and bad? Okay, the question of motives and behavior of man. So the protection of science and technology in Islam aims to carry out the task of Khalif to seek the pleasure of God. So to seek the pleasure of God and to benefit others, to benefit ourselves, to benefit others, and don't bring any harm to others. So ethics and values in the production of science and technology not only take into account the question of responsibility about the findings or data, it is also related to the process as well as the result and effects. So see, we always said in Arabic, al-ghaya la tubadir al-wasila. So your motive, maybe your purpose is honor, is very good, but the ways that you are using to reach, to achieve that goal, maybe it is not good. So we said that the good goal didn't legalize the bad ways. You want to success, you want to pass the exams. It's a very good goal, but not by cheating, is it? Ethics and values are also related to the question of what purpose to show off repairs of oneself, or to be selfish, or to deny the existence of God, or etc. So again, the ethics and values in the protection of science and technology need to take into account the questions of benefits by taking into account the level of whether ضروريات, حاجيات, or تحسينيات. See, this we have in Islam, we have this three purpose of doing or not doing things. Based in these three rules, ضروريات, حاجيات, and تحسينيات. What is ضروريات? ضروريات, the necessities. Okay, you take action based in necessities, الضروريات. And the necessities could legalize the corruptions. You are not allowed, for example, you are not allowed to eat pork. In Islam, we are not allowed to eat pork. We are not allowed to drink wine, for example. We are not allowed to do that. But to save our life, we are allowed. For example, if you are at the desert and you don't have any choice except to drink wine or to die, then you drink wine. It's okay. acceptable. So what is the necessities? We have 5 necessities to keep the soul, to keep alive. So the surviving human being is one of our necessities. Okay, the properties, it is one of necessities. The mind, okay, to keep your mind, to keep your health, and to keep your name. That means honor, to be honored. It is actually a long story. What is the hadiyah? Things that you need, the needs. If doesn't have these needs, your life will be difficult, but you will not lose your soul. Okay, تحسينيات, it is the excellence. For example, cars, motorcycles, handphones, so on and so on. Okay, we need to prioritize the interest of the ummah over the individual. So ummah first, nation first, then individual. The main future interest over the less important current interest. Need to prioritize the quality of research results, benefits, and long-term benefits over the opposite or against the opposite matters. Okay, guide to Islamic ethics, values in science and technology thinking. Do not violate. Okay, this is our principles. It's very, very important. That's why I prefer to take this session or to teach you. If you want me to say, okay, no class today, you'll be happy and I will just take a rest. It's easier to me. But see, it is, to me, I feel it is very important to learn this thing today. See the principles. Should be adopted by Muslims only, but by everyone here. Do not violate the principles of Quran and Sunnah, especially for Muslims. Do not go against Quran and Sunnah, anything. Go against the Quran and Sunnah, just abandon it. Okay, do not violate the consensus of scholars. Doesn't violate the humiliation norms. Aims to seek the pleasure of God, performed with full sincerity and passion, perform with full honesty and trust in knowledge, perform without distorting the aqidah. Don't go against the religion teachings. It's very important. You are studying, I'll give you an example. You are studying at UTM, aims to achieve high marks, very good. But take care of yourself. Don't cheat. Don't just go in very deep relationship, boy and girls, or so and so. So take care of your akhlaq, of your moral. Take care of your aqidah. So the principles of modern science are free from any value. Okay, what is the modern science? Talk about the modern science, which is described at this chapter as very materialist matter. So what is the principles of modern science are free from any value and centered on the increase of knowledge and profit of the world. The result is an abuse of principles, process, and results of creation. What Bukau said, the largest group of scientists today are bound by the theory of materialism, and they take lightly or disgrace the questions of religion, which they always think that religion is based on legend. I just want to share with you a story, another story, an information that I watched at the YouTube's in Arabic, of course. It's talk about the academic life or the research life. Now we are surrounding by information about what you call articles, journals, papers, publishing, science research. Okay, at the science research, they didn't accept the ideas of the existence of God or the power of God. As a story, they said a group of Chinese researchers they make research about the fingers of human being. And they found it very complicated, very organized, very high organized, very amazing. So at the end of their research, they said, this is the amazing of the creator. Because of that, and then the research were published, the research was published, but after the publishing of the research, it was condemned, it was attacked by so many parties, other science fields, accusing the journal that published their paper that they are unprogress, they are referred to God, which is unmeasurable, and so many accuses. And then the Chinese researchers, they found themselves have to apologize, then they pull back their research. However, the research is very high quality. What to do? Did the science fact. Okay, the importance of ethics and values in science and technology thinking. Ethics and values is a field of philosophy that talks about human behavior from the external and internal aspects, as well as the question of good and bad. Ethics and values will align science and technology thinking in accordance with universal law, values, and ethics. You follow the values and ethics that actually set up by our religion. It will align science and technology thinking accordance, and to put it at the right path, and you will get very good result. Okay, what is the impact of neglecting the ethics and values? If you said, okay, the values, the ethics, we put it aside and we behave just like that. So what happened? Destruction of nature due to human being, forgetfulness and responsibilities, as highly human beings are arrogant and do not need a God. Now we are hearing about the agreement that signed by America last time to save the environment. Then they pull Trump. He pulled him out. They pull America out from this agreement, and he been condemned by Europe and so on. So, okay, come on, don't be very materialistic. We should save the earth. We should save the environment from smoke, from being damaged. It is our earth. It is our environment. We should live in it and safe and sound. So the collapse of human values will cause a crime as rampant with various technological invented devices, cybercrime, and others. So if you don't have ethics and values, you may misuse the technology inventions. You see? So the ethics and values is very important at these fields: medicine, biology, environment issues, artificial intelligence, lingkungan, pemakanan, that's mean food. So ethics and values in science and technology thinking. Medicine, surgery, for example, this is how the people misuse the technology. Surgery for beauty field, for beauty. They do plastic surgery or botox just to make themselves beautiful. It's not necessary, is it? And even Allah SWT said in the Quran, okay, Allah SWT punished them because they changed the creation. Those who change the creation of God. Actually, the goal is to make the human being more productive. But instead of that, maybe they destroy the human being life. As we see today, they destroy, they damage everything. Okay, gender change, you see gentle male, gender change. Allah SWT create you as a man or as a woman. Very nice. You should be very happy. with what Allah gave you. Man, you become a man, or you become a very beautiful woman. Then we search for ourselves. I will search for a woman to marry. The woman will search for a man to marry. Then we will have integration at our life. Very beautiful, the creation of God. But yeah, sadly, today we are seeing a lot of condoms, what you call, those who change themselves, those who wear like women, or those who behave like women. Oh, how bad they are. Ethics and values in science and technology thinking, biology, you see, cloning, surrogate mother test. Okay, what you see, what is a surrogate mother? It just rent the mother warm only, and they pay for it and become proficient for at the poor society. Cloning and breeding of test tube and so on. So you actually present a lot about these things. Okay, cloning and scientific engineer, I want to talk because it's explained already last time. But as I said, this is the hukum of Al-Azhar. The cloning of human beings is illegal and should be prevented in any way. So the cloning of human beings makes the original human being servant who is glorified by God, humiliated when made into an object of research that will cause various side problems. So what is Majlis Fatwa Al-Azhar? It is a consultant, or it is a majlis, or a gathering of scholars, of Islamic scholars, very well-known scholars. Then they decide for the current issues. So they decide for the cloning that it is illegal and should be prevented in any way. Okay. Among the adverse effects of human cloning, family law issue, psychological relationship, moral consideration, security and safety consideration, waste of funds and finance. See the picture of cloning human being. This as a result of cloning, of changing the creation of God. Okay, artificial intelligence, it's already, you already explained it actually before at your presentation, so I will skip it. See the explosion that happened in Beirut using the ammonia explosion. So this is how the human being, what happened here when you don't have ethics. So as a result of bad management, bad administrations, or corruptions, they pay for the what you call the managers to keep this ammonia, okay, in unsafe place. Should be actually keep or store in very far place or stores far from human beings, far from city, but they store it in the middle of the city. The port of Beirut is in the middle of the city, and it is a gate of country, a gate that receive the supplement of food and fuel and a lot of things. So they damage the whole country with it, actually. Thousands of people become refugees because of they don't have ethics. So they destroy human at one, leaves a long-lasting effect. Involve deaths of near 200 people, injured 4,000, and displaced 200,000 people. This impact involved damage to a 10-kilometer area. And it have actually long-last effect. See the picture, maybe we show it before. Okay, this is the, what you call it? As penultimate or conclusion, ethics and values in science and technology thinking. IT hackers, dark web, data mining hackers are people who learn, analyze, modify, break into computers, so on. So misuse of security code. Okay, this is when they don't have ethics and values. They will uh, misuse the devices, the technological devices, the misuse of security code, counterfeiting, and unauthorized money transfer, disruption of pornography material, defamatory material, viruses, instruction of computer system, so on and so on. Okay, actually, when you are using your device, know that you are being watched by two parties. Are being watched by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, by God. You need to feel that you are not alone. It's easy to do, easy to access, to see pornography, to see whatever you want. But you need to know, aware that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is watching you. And that you don't know that other party is also watching you. Hackers, governments, even you are using your device, you think, okay, I'm texting my friends or I'm seeing pictures or anything. Only using these devices, I'm not safe. You are not in privacy. To me, I feel that I'm not alone when I'm texting or doing anything. Don't make anything that become evidence against you when you are using internet or you are using modern technology. Be aware. Just be aware. So this is all about. This is actually all about ethics and values in science. So as a conclusion, the production of science and technology in Islam aims to carry out the task of Khalifa to seek the pleasure of God. Ethics and values in production of science and technology not only take into account the question of responsibility about the findings or data, it is also related to the process as well as the results and effects. Okay. Go to Surya. Today we will talk a lot. Okay, actually, this chapter we should learn it at the beginning. To me, if you ask me, in Quran science and technology, this actually the title of this. Okay, the title of this chapter is Min Insan Kan Science and Technology, humanizing science and technology. How to humanize science and technology. It should be the first chapter to me. Okay, what is the objectives? At the end of this chapter, students will be able to explain the concept of humanizing science and technology, explain the national science, technology, and innovation policy. Okay, as introduction, understanding humanity of technology. The process of making technology more enjoyable and suitable for humans, the process of making a non-human technology like human or considering the technology as a human, cultivate science and technology. Many people think that science is difficult or science is difficult as a field. To me, I don't like it. To me, I feel also it is difficult to learn, but we need to cultivate. We need to make it easy. You need to make it enjoyable. This is the goal of the Malaysian government actually. What is the goal? Want to change the nation to simple and fun knowledge, making science part of the people. And we do this, Adakah anda sudah bersedia? Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Okay. في عسى already. Talking about robots, artificial intelligence, how the robots are going to be. Are we able to humanizing robots? They represent the robots as a human or human in nature, how to humanize the robots, physical appearance and interaction, all in the science system, such as being a colleague or body friend. Can we make the robots friend? Can we create feelings in the robot? So the benefits of humanizing robots, what is the benefits? Humanizing trust robots more than human beings. What is the problem of humanizing robots? Emotion about robots, expectation of robot action, expectation on how someone interact with robots, implication of humanizing robots to society. Robots become friends, robots become citizens, robots can become lovers. Actually, questions need to be answered, but to me, human beings still not very advanced in inventing robots as to be friendly to human being, to be human being friendly, or to humanizing the robots. Still not very very advanced. We still didn't reach that level. Actually, we need to humanizing the healthcare environment. I see a lot of hospitals, especially private hospitals. They are very commercial, very materialism. You see, in 1958, the French Minister of Health issues humanization the hospitals, particularly stating that we need to humanize the hospital care and the universal healthcare system. So the early 1980s saw that the idea of humanizing hospitals leading to the restructuring of hospital service. The idea started in the UK after war era. Hospital actually is a place of weak humans that we need to take care of. Okay, misuse of technology, we talk about it. Okay, what our king, Malaysian king, said about humanizing science, he said, so the young the Putua Agong Sultan Abdullah Ayatuddin Al-Mustafa Billah Shah said that the people should not abuse modern technology and virtual communications as a tool to damage the country. Excessive use of internet and gadgets causes poor memory because over-reliance on technology and short-term memory becomes less effective. Now we have smart digits, but the question is, are we smart like the digits? My late cousin, he passed away already. He said, the people now become more stupid because they depend a lot about the thing. They depend a lot on websites, on gadgets, on applications. Last time, when you need to go to a location, maybe you lose your way a lot of times, but the end you reach. But nowadays, just you close your eyes and you set your location, and the GPS or Google Maps will show you the location or the directions. Now that means you off your thinking, your critical thinking. Okay. So the misuse of technology, spreading fake news, for example. Okay. Implication of technology advancement. The technology advances have led to a reduction in manpower, require costs for the use of such technologies. For example, the industrial revolutions. You see, I was thinking in Malaysia, we have a system, we call it toll, which is at the highways. See the toll, each toll have maybe 5 or 6 windows. That means 12 or maybe 50, it's need maybe more than 50 workers. But if they just use touch and go, for example, that means a lot of employment will be will be workless. So this is for example. Okay, the reduction of manpower, the advance of advanced technology, supercomputers, and smart robots does not require assistance from employees or handing from many employees. See, I was working at Singapore last time, and they launched a new line, a new train, which is driveless train. It is very crowded. We call the yellow lane or circle line. Now they call it the circle line. If you have visited Singapore and you ride this circle line, see, it is crowded, thousands of people, and without any driver. How this machine? I was thinking, Subhanallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala teach people things that they don't know. وَعَلَّمَ الْإِنسَانَ مَا لَمْ يَعْلَمْ. How this train is moving alone with thousands of people, hundreds of people, and doesn't need any assistant, doesn't need any supervisor, doesn't need, and it's goes like that without any mistakes. SubhanAllah. But it needs high cost, requires consistent improvement. See the theme national technology and innovation policy, the theme. The license science, technology, and innovation, STI. STI is the basic for the assess the fundamental of the industrial in Malaysia. So they said we should utilize science, technology, and innovation (STI) for the socio-economic transformation and inclusive growth. This is Mr. Science of Technology and Innovation. What is the background of STI? Okay, I want you later to Google. I know what is the STI. It's the dasar in Malay. They call it dasar technology. So, or dasar science and industry. And later you go and find for me what is STI, short for what. Okay, I will stand for what. Okay, science, technology, and innovation STI policies are specifically designed to coordinate all STI work. Okay, STI as the main policy of government addition to the 11th Malaysian Plan, government transformation, program GDP, and economic transformation needs to be appreciated by every member of the ministry for the purpose of further strengthening and implementation of this strategic plan. Okay, see what is this plan, what is the background of this plan. Okay, what is the VC and MEC of the Minister of Industry? Say that to develop a country of science for socio-economy transformation and inclusive growth, develop and mainstream STI at all levels and in all sectors. To implement that or to achieve that, they follow several strategies. Okay, the first strategy is promoting the field of scientific and social and commercialization research and development. RD is research, development, and commercializations. Okay, from Republic RD&C address national priorities, challenges, and new opportunities. Okay, developing, nurturing, and polishing talent, finding talents. Okay, for information, a lot of my friends today actually aiming to get the Malaysian citizenship. You can get the Malaysian citizenship if you are talented people, if you can benefit the country. You can do it, you can make it. You are the science field. For example, the computer, the IT people, the industry life, to be engineer, but you need to be creative and very talented people. Malaysia needs to develop nature and retain talent to drive the STI agenda. Encouraging is the third strategy, encouraging and enhancing the industry. Economic growth to increase private sector's investment and commitment to STIs. Okay, if you want actually to enhance the industry, you need to encourage outside investors, encourage them, motivate them to invest at your own country. Give them facilities. Okay, the strategy for governance, transformation, science, technology, and industry. CI governance is to be enhanced to, when you talk about the governance, that means the administration of the government is to be enhanced to ensure the effective implementations of policies and strategies to better transparency and accountability in RD and CE. What happened in Malacca actually, if you heard about Malacca Gate, it is very mega, they call it mega project, a very big project, but they didn't finish in time. So the project was cancelled, and still they are fighting at the court. What we need to do, what we need to know about it is how about the governance, how about the administrative for this project? Did it go smoothly? Did you encourage them? Did you assist them to finish on time or not? Okay, you see the strategy number 5, encouraging and forcing awareness, science, technology, industry. Public awareness of STIs is important for the overall development of society and country. Cultivating STI to create scientific innovations and progressive society is a major challenge. It's a major challenge to find the talented people, to take care of them, funding them, support them. Yeah, it's not easy. The strategy number 6 is strengthening international strategic relations. You need to have a good relationship with all countries around you: Indonesia, Singapore, Thailand, China. All countries around you should have a good and strong relationship with them. Okay, cooperation and global linkages are important in advancing the RDRC. So this is the last slide today. So when we finish, we finish already. So humanizing science and technology is needed in order to facilitate human daily affairs. However, being too dependent in technology can have a negative impact on human being. Okay. Give a much needed technology and why it needed. Okay, it's okay. Okay, guys, so today we explained 2 chapters in very short time. Alhamdulillah, I mean, with that we finish our contents and the course of thinking and the thinking of science and technology. Some of you asked for time to prepare the final report, so I will give you the time now, and we'll end our session today with apologizing from you. Actually, I feel teaching this class, actually I'm not satisfied with what I delivered to you. Very sorry. My weakness. I hope to see you soon in other courses. I didn't see your faces while you can see my face. So if you see me outside, you can say, hi, Doctor, Assalamu alaikum, Doctor. My name is Umar, for example. I was one of your students at UH section 18. You remind me to yourself. Okay, and we maintain our good relationship, inshallah. Okay, do you have any question here before we end our session? Or you are sleeping, or because I'm talking alone? I didn't involve you today because I want to finish fast, so you have time to study, have time to prepare our assignments. Any question?
No, Doctor.
All clear, Doctor. All clear.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. And hope to see you again. Actually, this is our last session. Maybe next week is going to be the study week, is it? So prepare yourself for your exams or for your assignments, for your projects. Work hard. It is not the rest time for you. Every one of you, you need to work hard day and night to achieve your goals and to achieve your parents' goals. All the best, all of you, and see you soon. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. You are free to leave. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, everyone.